like you could hit a few angles. Ooh, girl, you too dangerous. Thought like you from the city of angels. Ooh, girl, you look famous. Money can't buy when it comes to natural. All of your life has been something about you. Ain't afraid to show 'em what you got. Drop it, then you take it to the top. Yeah, yeah. Love it when you hit that thing. You do it like nobody else can. You too hot, need a new fan. You moving like you got a new day. She's an interruption, no, you can tell her nothing. She be pushing all the buttons. She's 100% woman. She's an interruption, no, you can tell her nothing. She be pushing all the buttons. She's 100%.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
Picks it up on the second, over to first, in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
And over to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right center field, carrying, and it's gone!
swung on, bounced to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
Load the cannons and draw back the bows. It's a AAA treat tonight. We welcome a familiar foe and an XBL OG. On one side, we see a playoff hopeful with record levels of junk in his rotation. A Year 3 AAAer who has proven their poise in tight affairs. This upset maestro looks to do it again as a sweep tonight puts them squarely back in the hunt for a playoff seed. Returning for yet another trip around the block, a fiery set-em-up, shut-em-down style pitcher. One of the most feared and respected players league-wide. This Hall of Famer is no stranger to the bright lights on Sundays. Now, they stand ready. Locked and loaded, here comes the pitch. It is Johnny Caliber and the Action Hype Archers facing RisenFall and the Plum Island Pirates. Welcome to AAA Match of the Week.
All right, mic check, mic check. Sorry, y'all, give me a second. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I had a couple of audio stuff messed up, but here we go. We've got RisenFall versus Johnny in our AAA match of the week. It's been a couple weeks that we've had this in the bag on a pre-recording, but I know the players have been wanting us to get it underway, and we've been trying to get underway, and we finally get it at you. And with me in the booth, the man that you should expect to be in here for a good AAA matchup like this, especially with a Hall of Famer on the docket tonight. How you doing, Mist?
I'm good. I know. Rise is, of course, my guy, so I had to be in here for Rise and Fall's game. His games are almost always fun. Once in a while, you'll get a weird blowout one way or the other, but he's usually, yes, a lot of drama. And I think he's going to be fun. Johnny, both of these players extremely streaky.
Yeah, two streaky players and kind of on the opposite ends of where they're streaking right now. Rise has been on a really hot tear the last couple of weeks, which has really catapulted him into that playoff picture. He's squarely in the hunt now. He might even be high enough in the standings that he has himself a seed for the time being. And then Johnny, other side, was able to get a split off of the Smelly Sox a week or two ago, but other than that, been struggling as of late. It's not over yet, though, for the Archers. There's still games in hand, and it starts here tonight. He practically has to have a sweep to keep the playoff hopes alive tonight. And we'll get into these keys. The first two were from you, and I'll let you speak on them mostly. But pitching in small ball, and I know that Rise and Fall is 100% a pitch-first, small ball type of player. But both of these guys are averaging about 3 runs per game. So they're both in that small ball category. I think Rise is more of a perfectionist at that than Johnny, but Johnny can definitely sneak up, and he does get some underdog wins every season. This is just slight underdog, but this is definitely a type of series where if he pitches well, he can get a split or a sweep here himself.
Yeah, Rise obviously very clever, bunting, moving runners over. He's a good stealer. And he also plays extremely well on defense. So all of those things, that's what you expect from a player that likes to mix it up in low-scoring games. Johnny, I'm not overly familiar with his game. To me, he just kind of seems streaky. He can hit the long ball on occasion. Sometimes he just seems overpowered. Other times he'll get going and get 6 or 8 runs. I don't know him to be a small ball player per se. We'll see how that pans out. I doubt he's as tricky as Rise. Is probably as tricky as anybody in AAA with the run game, other than No Name, of course. But I think it's going to be fun. And as far as the playoff picture, I know Rise definitely could make a push. It'll be tougher for Johnny.
Yeah, and when you look at Johnny's box scores and things like that, I was kind of digging through his team build, his head-to-head situation versus Rise, just trying to figure out why is Johnny at the bottom of the standings for another season in a row. He really has quite a good roster, and he's gotten quite a few games where he does put up runs, but when you look at the AAA standings, you can see that Johnny's issue is he leads the league in runs allowed per game, up over 8. The only player in the league allowing over 8. But when you look at a player like that can struggle on the mound, especially someone like him, it could be a matchup sort of situation. He has 90 junk on his entire rotation, which can really cause fits for a lot of players. But other players, that's not going to bother them at all. Someone like Ty that is adjusted to the ego and things like that. So I'm interested to see how that high junk is going to affect Rise tonight, because looking at these two head-to-head, they have a 2-4 record. Johnny is 2 wins and Rise is 4 wins against each other in the AAA in their history. And both of the games that Johnny won, he kept it low scoring, which is kind of interesting because Johnny wins more so when he scores. A lot of the wins you see him have, he does put up a lot of runs. But there was 2 games that weren't close out of the 6 games, and it was Rise that actually put up double-digit numbers on Johnny in those affairs. So I think we're going to be looking to see, can Johnny pitch well enough to keep this thing lower scoring? If he does, he very much has a chance. He does have more firepower, and he does average a little bit more runs than Rise. But I think this is a real pitcher's matchup, and like the last point says, it's real big for playoff pictures. So we've been waiting a couple weeks to get this underway, and we won't make y'all wait any longer. We'll get right into it. It's pre-recorded. We'll get them firing, and we'll see who comes out on top. We'll be starting off at Emerald Diamond tonight, and we'll have our AAA match of the week underway in just a minute. Y'all give us a second to switch it over, and we'll see y'all there. Hello. Like I said, we're going into Emerald Diamond, which, sorry about that, I believe is home of Rise and not the Venom. He's the Plum Island Pirates. He gets this glitch where it's the Venom every time. I also want to apologize for the outdated ticker. Do not look at the ticker headlines. Those are about from week 5 or so. I've been busy and I apologize for that. But the priority is to get these games underway and put these guys on the main stage as they deserve. And on the mound, we're going to see Milo Stiffbottom, which is an awesome name. She gets the ground out here to start the game back to herself. He has a 5-pitch arsenal. Nothing to be scared of in terms of velo or junk, but does have the Elite 2 seam missed.
Yeah, it's a female Milo. I've never heard of a female Milo, but here we go.
Yeah, and like I said, this isn't a scary junk or velo combination, but in the hands of RisenFall, any pitcher can be dangerous, and we'll see if Johnny's able to take advantage. He does swing at a couple balls, but actually gets this one up through the center of the infield. He gets his first hit here on Match of the Week, and it's Peebs Bozzer up to the plate. Huge stats, especially if that RBI hero kicks in. Let's see if he gets aggressive on the base pass. He has good speed at first. Oh, hammers it right field. It's deep back towards the wall, and Emerald, it's all the way to that corner. It's going to be first inning runs on the board for Johnny. We talked about how he does have some firepower, and he shows it right there. A big bang off the bat, and he's got a run on the board.
Yeah, not the pitch Rise was looking for, and Johnny laid right into it.
Rise is an aggressive pitcher when it comes to attacking the strike zone a lot of the times, which can bode well for Johnny, not one of the most patient batters at the plays. We see him swing at one there, but that actually works out for him as he's able to get safely to first and push the run across. A great start for the Action Heights Archers, looking to get a sweep and get into that playoff picture, and they get another hit. Johnny playing ball. I think it's the starter miss. This starter is someone that you can definitely handle if you don't locate exceptionally well, and Rise so far has not located well.
Yeah, now that player's tense, it's looking even more meaty. This is where Rise needs to throw some balls. He does tend to stay on the plate way too long sometimes.
Yeah, catches a break there. It was a cutter on the middle of the plate and fastball hitter engaged, but a little bit of a missed reticle and I believe a contact swing led to a fly out there. Still runners on first and second. Distractor engaged at second base, causing more issues on the mound. Finds himself in a 2-0 count here. It's Miles McDonough. See how patient he can be. 3-0 count now for the bow-footed, it looks like McDonough. Swings 3-0 on a ball off the plate. But a good eye there, works himself a walk. Johnny has the bases loaded in the first, and it's a good batter up to the plate with first pitch Slayer. Power versus righties not engaged, but still good stats. 3 home runs on the season for Kitty Quinto.
Rise needs to wiggle out of this somehow.
Throws a cutter inside, one of the most commonly chased pitches in the game, and he does get out of it without huge damage. Gives up 2 runs, which for Rise is already about half of how much he gives up on average per game. We'll see if he can flash his bat now. He only averages about 3 runs per game himself. But he has been hitting better as of late.
Yeah, I think that was a huge escape. I think Rise is going to score some runs this game. So halting that to 2 there is really not the worst start.
And this pitcher on the mound, Hugh Berg, a very interesting build, but definitely not a bad build. Super low velo, which can be a problem for power swingers. And he's got that 90 junk that we mentioned, as well as a standard 4-pitch arsenal. Can Johnny locate, though, has bad accuracy on the pitcher. I think he's got about 60. Not terrible, but when there's a trait engaged, it can definitely be difficult to locate. And we see he has walk prone on this starter as well. That's a great pitch, but swung on well from Rise. Corner pitch. And he's able to get 3 up, 3 down. Johnny off to a good start here. First pitch swing from the pitcher is grounded out to the left side of the infield. Now Joey Young Jr. comes up. We're already seeing the front end of this order back up, and it's only the second inning. A 365 average for the leadoff man here. But he does ground this one into the shortstop. Not a bad reticle. And here's Johnny Quinn. Huge bat. One of the best bats in this lineup based off stats. Watches a curveball that fell into his reticle. Yeah, those are the type of pitches that you assume the batter is guessing when they sit on something like that. He had off-speed hitter as well on that batter. Could have absolutely crushed the curveball, but he sits on it and it turns into 3 straight outs, all grounders to the left side of the infield, and Rise back up to the plate after a 3 up, 3 down inning on the mound. Rise swinging aggressively on the first pitch or two, and most of these at bats so far. Looks like Rise has pretty low power on his players, but good contact. Watches a changeup low there. Pretty good location from Johnny. This one could be anywhere in the plate, and somehow it winds up off the plate. 95% of that red reticle was in the zone, and it wound up off the zone. What a break. Gets him swinging at a changeup low. Shortstop dives, but it's too late. Rise gets a hit on a ball, but too centered. Those low middle changeups can definitely be hammered up the middle. Not a great arm behind home plate. We know Rise is known to steal. I wonder how aggressive he will get on the base pass.
Yeah, it's such a slow pitcher. I think he'll go.
Yeah, a lot of things working for a steal here. And he goes for it so early, though. Tries to get a diddle, but nothing brewing as Bozzer is able to handle it. So there's 2 outs. We see the first steal attempt turn out bad for the Pirates, and now they swing at a cutter off of the zone, and it's grounded to the second baseman and put Another 3-up, 3-down inning unconventionally from the Action Height Archers. And they first pitch swing into the dirt over towards third base. That's 4 straight outs into the ground on the left side of the infield. Bubba Masters up to the plate, the bad ball hitter. Oh, I'm sorry, he's got Mind Gamer and Distractor, actually. Watches a couple of good strikes in the zone, 0-2 count. That one also meeting the zone. Moved his reticle at the last second. Could have been another big hit on a curveball, but he doesn't. And it's another ground out. Rise still pitching very aggressively. Another strike, but that one's stiff bottomed. It's interesting. Johnny's going for the curveball, but he's not aiming it in a corner. He's aiming it in the center of the bottom of the zone.
I don't know why you would aim it there, but that's what he did.
It's the Fireball Max technique, where you just aim that thing anywhere and try to forcefully, manually get your dot to where you want it to go. Goes for a changeup. Red Reticle, we'll see if he can be patient, but he swings at the ball. Yeah, I don't think we'll see many walks in this game, the way these two swing aggressively and pitch aggressively. That was a good changeup in on the chin to the pitcher. Bunter sprinter combo, and it is a great bunt from Rise. That sprinter's going to help him out as he's able to get there safe. Perfect rise and fall example of how he plays ball there. Now we'll see if he gets aggressive again. He does. It's another early steal. He goes for another diddle, but this time Masters. A couple of early steals from Rise. You can see he's trying to take advantage of those base pass, but does not have a cadence timed up. Check swings. Had a good reticle if he did let it rip to Thomas Twin. Yeah, it feels like in a 2-strike count, these guys are going to swing 90% of the time. Or if either pitcher catches onto that, once they get to 2 strikes, I would suggest throwing balls until they prove they can watch it. That one swung on well, just a little bit misreticled. Emerald going to hold it in as Carpenter's able to put it away out there cleanly. Now it's Kitty Quinto. First pitch Slayer, and she does swing at the first pitch. It's hit well. We've seen quite a few middle-high 4-seams from Rise so far.
Again, both players they seem to be at least attempting to throw the ball on the plate pretty much every pitch.
Very aggressive pitching, and these are 2 of the lowest, if not the 2 lowest, run scorers in the league. They both might be aware of that. A lot of times when you're playing against a weaker hitter, you can just force balls onto the plate. Oh, change up there, swung on. Hugh Berg on the mound. Off to a good start so far. Only the 2 runners have got on. Both got to first and both got thrown out stealing. Another changeup week. We're seeing a lot of middle-high pitches from Rise and middle-low pitches from Johnny. And now Mind Gamer engaged, as well as, I believe, Distractor over there. Accuracy extremely low for Hugh Berg. He does get the curveball to find the zone. That's a good location on the curve with low accuracy. Great pitch from Johnny. Going for another middle changeup, but it ends up on the corner. Swung on. It's a double play opportunity here. On to second and over to first easily and cleanly. As soon as Rise gets people on base, this time he doesn't steal, but Johnny makes a perfect pitch and he's able to get a double play out of it. Can he dive? He doesn't have to. It's Bubba Masters, the shortstop. We're into the 5th inning already after a hot start from Johnny. It's been quiet ever since.
Yeah, those 2 pitches from Johnny where he caught the high corner with the curveball and then he absolutely nailed the backdoor changeup. That just killed Rise's Mo.
Yeah, he made, in the biggest moment he's had to face on the mound so far, he made perfect pitches. Now he's got Peebs at the plate, who had a big hit to right field in his first at-bat. Swings at this one, hard hit up the center. Johnny with a few hits up the middle so far this game. Because he's got a 2-out single, and Bubba Masters, a shortstop, up to the plate. And we see a steal. Oh, the shortstop's moving over. He goes for the second. Okay, he still got him at first. I was going to say there's 2 outs. So still no damage as the 2 runs in the first inning is all we've seen so far in this matchup. Hugh Berg now locked in on the mound, jumped up to around 95. Cutter just off the plate. Johnny's starting to locate pretty well. Johnny actually feels like he's locating better than Rise right now. Once again, low middle changeup for some reason. Gets a break as Rise puts that one on too much of a line. He has elite changeup, which I didn't notice on this pitcher as well. Not a huge... It's not that great of a pitch when you have a low velo pitcher, I think, but with all this junk, it makes that changeup move quite a bit. Another low middle pitch. I guess that's just what Johnny does. Like half of his pitches are low middle, and he's meaning to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you never want middle in this game, high or low. So it is interesting to see him intentionally throwing the ball there.
I mean, I hate to talk too much shit, but maybe that's why he's given up over 8 a game. If he's consistently throwing middle low, that's not going to work against a lot of players. Luckily enough for him, he's facing Rise right now, who's at the bottom of the spectrum in terms of hitting this season. Even though he has been hot lately, this was pre-recorded a couple weeks ago. This might have been right before he got hot. That one's hit well from Johnny, but dies out there in center field. In terms of hard hit balls, Johnny is definitely putting more of a rope on these hits. Another one hit well, fastball hitter, second baseman dives for it but not able to get there, so it's a 1-out hit. Johnny has another runner on, and any run right now would be huge. It seems like this is going to be a pitching affair just like we expected. Up to 60 pitches almost now for Stiff Bottom. Great four seam down on the corner. Tough out is engaged. And he goes for the steal, perfectly timed. He does strike out swinging, but the runner's safe at second.
The catcher, number 2, Kenny Quinto.
First pitch Slayer baited him into that one, so it's an 0-1 count. Second baseman able to get there in time, so the steal does not cause any damage, and it's another 0 on the board. So many zeros put up so far. Rise, though, still looking to get his first runs. He milks this one to center field. It's back there towards the warning track. Ham Waters makes an interesting play on it, but able to get it. Almost overran. I'm not sure how good Johnny is in the field. I know Rise is a really good fielder. I'm not super aware of Johnny's skill out there. Almost muffed a routine fly ball, and that one's up past the pitcher. So it's a 1-out single for Rise, and it's that sprinter-bunter combo at the plate. This is where Rise can get interesting, where we see that small ball action come into play. You might see a bunt here and a steal. Another low middle pitch, this time looked on. 2-1 count. Rise being more patient in this at-bat. Finds a changeup located well from Johnny here. Hit up the middle. And Rise has a couple on. This is the biggest moment in this game. We're into the bottom of the 6th here in our first game on AAA Match of the Week. Rise is finally showing life, and he has his best batters coming up to the plate. Hugh Berg trying to stay alive. Great changeup inside. I don't understand these middle low curves, bro. What is going on?
They're fine if you can get them all the way off the plate, but even then, it's really not the best pitch.
Low changeup. Oh, another one hit up the center. These low middle pitches finally starting to bite him. Cannon arm in center field holds the runner at third, but bases are loaded. And Johnny trying to hold the lead. A huge spot here in the bottom of the 6th with good speed all around the bags and a good batter at the plate. And Jace Keller, another low middle pitch.
Yeah, I think his strategy, Uni, is get the ball down at any cost. He's not too interested in left or right. He's just trying to get it anywhere from left to right, but down no matter what.
Yeah, no doubt. A ton of down pitches. That one's a great pitch, but a better swing from Rise and a huge spot. He's able to push the run across. It's 2-1. And the Venom, or what they truly are, the Pirates, showing some life here, but uh-oh, here comes the stud out of the pin, rally stopper. Look at all that junk, up over 100 as well as about 70 velo. And a perfectly located pitch as he enters the mound. He has screwball as well. Late on the swing, good location, 1-2 count. We'll see what Rise can do here. Screwball off of the plate. Can he hold on? He does. He's going to go for the same pitch. Can Rise hold off again? He doesn't, but he fouls it away. Low middle, he thinks. This one's in the dirt, though, and he swings on it. It's a chance for a double play at home, and now he turns it first. A bad throw, but he gets it safe. Oh, no, he catches it. I'm sorry. Bases loaded, and he gets out of the jam, only giving up one. Johnny brings in Andrew Valentine and possibly saves himself the game. Still up one here in the 7th.
That was a disaster for the Pirates, for sure.
Yeah, those are the spots where you have to score. RisenFall does not convert. Had the worst possible outcome at the plate. And now gives up a hit to the first at-bat in this inning as the Action Height Archers look to get that run back and some if they can. They've got the top end of their order up, the one spot. Starter still in the game for Rise. Milo Stiffbottom has done well after that first inning. This one right past her head. Avoids injury but doesn't catch the ball, so no outs, 2 runners on, and surely we see a Pirate substitution on the mound here. He's going to pitch to Johnny Quinn, though. Great batter at the plate. Another big spot here. Back-to-back half innings with a lot of action all of a sudden. Swings on. Is it past the second baseman? No, he gloves it onto second. Can he get him to first? He doesn't. And so runners are at the corners with one out. And uh-oh, look at who's at the plate with RBI hero engaged. And a hit and run perfectly executed over the head of the shortstop. He's going to round all the way for home. It's going to be a 2 RBI double from the RBI hero, and the Action Height Archers extend their lead after giving up 1. Now they're up 3.
Number 14, Bubba Masters.
This has gotten interesting real quick, Mist. Where'd this come from?
Yeah, a lot of good action here.
Johnny wore down that starter and then took advantage, and now he puts her open to one right field, but not good enough on the power reticle. It dies out there, so he's going to stay at second with 2 outs, but a good swing on it as Devin Testa came in. The relief pitcher, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and now he walks back to the bench, and Rise has some work to do now in the bottom of the 7th. We see another reliever in the 4-pitch arsenal, very typical. We finally see some velocity on the hill. This is a good switch up on the mound here, I think, Miss. He's been running high junk, low velo, and now he brings in the high velo, low junk. It's exactly how you want to manage that bullpen. Johnny locating well. As long as he doesn't go middle down, pretty much every other pitch he's been locating pretty well. Good eye there from Rise. Rise's contact swinging. That's what got him those bases loaded in the last inning. Switch to a contact approach and has done well. Looking at a curve up and inside. It's going to be close. He swings on it. He gets it up the middle. It's not caught by the second baseman. So Rise, back-to-back innings now, has runners on. It's the back end of his order here. The game is getting late. Seems like Rise is catching on to that low middle pitch now. He's letting a lot of them go by and waiting for his pitch. That 4-seam was meaty, but looked on 2-1 count. Can't hang on that time, though. The changeup mix-up from the velo. It's a 2-2 count. Curveball's low. Swung on. Wow, he gets it popped up. It's a blooper. He's going to round for third. Cannon arm. It's a mid-play throw. It's into the dugout.
Oh, boy.
That is the risk of cannon arm right there. It's beautiful when it works, but a missed throw can be detrimental as we see it come into play right there. Into the dugout, a run comes in, and the other runner at third, Rise, with a chance to at least get this thing within 1 run here. Tex Houndstooth at the plate finds himself in a 3-0 count. Another low middle curve. This one into the dirt. Looks like an intentional walk there as he's setting up an opportunity for a double play. The relief pitcher up to the plate. We're going to see a pinch hitter here. It's Casey Soto with pitch perfect, a dangerous batter, and he's got the favorable handed matchup. Another huge spot here for RisenFall.
Rise is going to wait this at bat out and try to get something at the tail end of it.
Oh, as soon as you say that, 0-2, he chases the low change, and now he's going to see a tough cutter on the inside. Swings, and oh, Johnny, can he get out of this? It's on to second, over to first. He gets exactly what he needs, and he gets out of another jam.
That's
Johnny
not
the pitcher.
RisenFall baseball. Wow.
Rise squandering his opportunities in back-to-back innings. He was able to get one across in both, but in both of those innings, you would hope for more. Now we're into the 8th as Johnny is sitting with a 2-run lead still. Facing Arturo West on the mound, another new reliever. This guy's got some velo. He's only got a 3-pitch arsenal, and he's got a god-awful ERA over 15. Has crossed up as well. We'll see if that comes into play. Swung on well, but on the edge of the zone, a good pitch from Rise is able to get him out at first.
Now batting, the catcher, number 2, Kenny Winto.
Swings on the cutter off of the play. Hasn't seen a whole lot of that this game with the velo. Swings at another cutter, and this time corralled easily at second. Cannon arm at second base for some reason. Not sure what Rise is doing there, but I respect it. I actually did run cannon arm on my backup second baseman in Cup for funsies, but I realized there's practically no point. I was just trying to get the money to go up. Just use a trait to spend a ton of money on a bench player and save stats. Rise still has a chance. Back-to-back innings, he's put up 1 run. He's got the sprinter-bunter combo at the plate, and the reliever is losing some velocity now. Watches this one, though. A great pitch from Johnny inside. Rise agrees. Great pitch, he says, and it's Julian Carpenter at the plate who has clutch engaged. 3 bars. Swings at the changeup way early low. Oh, that one's laggy. Hang on, this might cause some issues. Could it be fair? Could it be foul? Is Quinn going to get there? Quinn's thinking about it, but he can't. I think if there's no lag, he surely gets to that. Catcher's teabagging. Hopefully that subsides. Like I said, this game is pre-recorded. Both are. They didn't mention any terrible lag or disconnect, so I would imagine they played this out. Here comes a good cutter on the inside. Swung on. Oh, it's snagged by Quan. Good play from the pitcher back up the middle for the second out. Rice has the best hitters in his lineup coming up here at the end of the 8th. Or start of the 9th, possibly. Forcing way inside. The accuracy is way down right now on the mound for Quan. He's had a good performance. He's given up a lot of hits, but able to get out of some jams. Looking to get at least 1 more out in this game. Perfect four seam in. Another good pitch. Cutter inside. Swung on, popped up. A good swing, but a better pitch. And Waters is able to put it away as now we're into the 9th inning. The Action Heights Archers looking for a sweep on Match of the Week. They desperately need it. They have to have it for their playoff hopes. Rise, though, at his home stadium, hoping for a comeback in the 9th. Only a 2-run game, which has been a great start to our AAA Match of the Week. And we see a pinch hitter, Troy Lamb. Ropes this one. Oh, a weird dive. Could have stood there and caught it, but when those are fast like that, it's hard not to react. And so it's a leadoff single for Johnny. Late on the four seam, good location from Rise. That one's looked on. 1-2 count now, bottom of the 9th. Or I'm sorry, top of the 9th. Swung on the hit and run. Another one works out well, and Johnny's got this hit and run in his bag. Been working out perfectly this game. A couple of RBIs off hit and runs, and now he just saves himself an out. As he's got 2 runners on, it's Johnny Quinn to the plate. A stellar hitter, and he hits it back up the center. The bases are going to be loaded. He's going to round for home turn back, so bases will be loaded, but no outs. Rises looking for a way to get out of this, and look who it is. Again, it's Peebs Bozzer, but look who comes in. It's Henley Lowe, the rally stopping closer.
It's the Marlboro Man masquerading as Henley Lowe.
Absolutely monster matchup between the closer and Bozzer at the dish. Bases loaded, no outs in the ninth. Pressure bars at 4, swung on late, 1-2 count. Oh, he hits it on the cutter. It goes foul though, 1-2.
Almost hit him in the knee, but he got to it.
Does it get through? No, it's got it first. It's on. Oh, he gets the double play. That's the second or third time in this game we've seen bases loaded, went from home to first base on the double play, and now Johnny at risk of getting nothing out of this.
That's the problem with wild swings like that. Just trying to get bat on ball can backfire.
And Rise, an excellent job, brings in the closer and able to get out of the bases loaded, no out situation cleanly. And now down 2 still in the bottom of the ninth. He's given himself a chance, but look at this closer that's came in. It's James Bullseye as clutch. Almost beanballs the first batter.
Oh, we know that RNG is going to be affecting the pitching. Rise is going to be wise to take his time here. Maybe draw a walk.
The way Rise is hit late in this game, it feels like he's very much poised for a comeback. Can Johnny pitch well enough for 1 inning? That's meaty. It's hit deep left field. Oh, it's caught though by Quinn. Great swing from Rise at the plate. Now he's still got 2 outs left. 2 runs needed. Changeup swung on well, and a couple of tough breaks from the Pirates as they get 2 good swings, but it turns into 2 outs. And there's only 1 out to go, and Johnny's looking for an away victory. Pressure bars at 4, clutch all the way ramped up for James Bullseye at the plate. Or, I'm sorry, on the mound. Swings on that one, 99 velo. 2-1 count. Looking at that signature low changeup. Looks on 3-1. This one's located well. Swung on late, full count. Changeup's perfectly located from Johnny, and it's a looked on, and it's a strikeout. What a pitch from Johnny to get out of here. It's a victory for the Action Heights Archers. Things got sketchy there for a minute, missed. But Johnny able to walk away with the dub.
Yeah, well played by Johnny. He pitched funky, but he made some really great pitches in that game, and was able to take a dub off of a grizzled vet. So you'll always take that.
Yeah, any W for Johnny right now is monumental, and he's able to beat the Hall of Famer Rise, who started to play his game more towards the end, but to start off, he looked really off at the plate. And we'll see if, I think Rise had a little bit of momentum in terms of who was playing better going into the end of that game. We'll see if he carries it into game 2 and gets a split, or we'll see if Johnny can walk away with an all-important sweep. Well, give us just a minute. We'll switch it over, and we'll be right back. All right, and just like that, we are back. No potty breaks needed. after a really epic game one that started off hot, then was dead for about 6 innings, and then all of a sudden they started hitting the ball, and we saw some crazy mayhem at the end where Johnny was able to walk away with a victory. And now we see Lafayette Corner, home of the Action Height Archers, looking for a sweep. This is a very hitter-friendly stadium, I believe, the smallest stadium that is allowed. And for the pitching duel that we saw, towards the end it turned into some hitting. See if this short stadium has any effect on this game.
Yeah, and we get the real Pirates this time, and here's Kitty Kaufman.
Trying to get the series score to show on the ticker, but for some reason it's not working, so you'll just have to believe us if you weren't here that Johnny won game one. You see another low velo 90 junk pitcher on the mound starting here. Johnny has 90 on all of his starters. Like I mentioned, this pitcher's got the 4-pitch arsenal, same as last game, but he has the elite cutter this time. I'm sorry, elite forkball this time, which can be nasty. Cutter inside handle well there from Rise as he's got a 2-out single. As we do see the Plum Island Pirate logo in this game, which is beautiful to see. Saw Johnny really locate quite well in parts of that last game too. We'll see if he can continue to locate well. That curveball barely dinks the zone. It's a 1-2 count now, going for a low middle again. This one on the plate, that's too low. Bubba Blastman at the dish has a ton of contact and puts it to use as he ropes one up center. And the reason we've seen so many hits up center is because we're seeing so many low middle pitches.
Right.
That's exactly how you deal with those. Even if they're a ball, you can put them right past the pitcher. Rise has a good opportunity to score here to start this game. A great batter at the dish. 2 runners on base. Worked himself into a hitter's count here at a 2-0. RBI Hero is engaged as well. This batter is juiced up. Swings at the changeup below. And he touches third. And no damage on the board, but Johnny does give up a couple of hits there in the inning. Ooh, and a nasty swing to start off. But look at this pitcher on the mound, Jerry Capps. I'm familiar with this guy. I do not like facing him when he's got Rise backing him. High velo, decent junk, and a good arsenal.
And he's got the elite cutter.
Yeah, this is no doubt the ace for the Pirates. After we saw a weak starter in game one, it's really going to be tough to score here for Johnny with all this velocity at the on the mound and a great location on the 4-seam. It's an 0-2 count. Jerry Capps with a 5 ERA. That's a good swing from Johnny over there to left field. Oh, hang on. I think it's into the left field. I'm pretty sure it's a hit, and it is. Stays at first. Things are happening. Hopefully it calms down. It did calm down. We saw a little bit of lag in that last game, but it only lasted for about half an inning. Bozzer at the dish, who was up in quite a few big spots in the last game, but really did not deliver except for once, I believe. He had a good hit and run that went over the shortstop's head that turned into 2. It ended up being the difference in the game, so Bozzer was the player of the game in that last one. Watches a curveball. Looks like he was in between on his timing, doing a check swing. Swings at this one well, but it's roped over there foul. Back-to-back changeup. I expect some heat here, and it is a cutter, but swung on well. Johnny times it up well. 2 on with 1 out, and Johnny so far able to handle this velocity. Looks like he's contact swinging. Mind Gamer engaged as well as just falls behind. He had almost 0 junk, now around 40 or so for the rest of the at-bat. Johnny going for a home run ball, back to his power swing ways. Let's see if he can get one. Oh, that was the pitch for it. He had a good reticle, but he was late. 2-2. That would have been so gone if he connected. Oh my. Did he strike out, or is this a ball? He was in the pause menu when the pitch came. It is strike 3. A tough break for Johnny. He pauses. Oh boy. If this turns into something crazy, they did not warn us of this. So for now, we're just going to let it play out and see how they managed it. Hate to see that with a good batter at the plate and a couple runners on.
Yeah, and they're starting to lose a lot of time clock, which is really bad if it gets too low.
Yeah, I just felt like I heard one of those situations where 20 seconds run off the timer in 2 seconds. Johnny displaying a good eye, finds himself in a 2-0 count. Ham Waters, the center fielder, at the dish. Ooh, just late on these fastballs, but has a good reticle on him. This one's well hit too, but at the second baseman, and so both teams in the first inning get 2 runners on, but walk away with no runs. A good job by both players to get out of it on the mound. We're seeing more balls thrown early on here than we saw in the last game. There was a lot of pitches on the plate in game 1, but right here it looks like it's going to be a 3-0 count. But he swings on it anyways, and it's roped at the second baseman.
The shortstop, number 31, Norton.
Nick Nichols, the starter, does have Wild Thing. We've seen some red reticles from Johnny. We'll see if that hurts him at all, but this one's not red, as it's a great location, but a better pitch. Oh, it's jumped on from Bonzer. He makes back-to-back outs, and that'll be huge. One of his best batters gets a jumping catch, and that can help the mojo. RisenFall halfway giving away what happens in this game in the chat. Luckily, he has a bad memory. Sounds like Rise is trying to give away the result of this game. He's only in his 15th match of the week. Do you think he knows not to spoil it?
You would think so, right?
You'd be surprised the way some of these group DMs go. I know we saw Heisman, R.I.P. Heisman, by the way. We saw him last season just try to force playoff results in before we could cast games. It was hilarious.
Yeah, don't post your scores, folks, if we haven't gassed it yet.
If you don't have to post your scores, but if you want to be like Rise, you can just jump into the chat and tell everybody. It's even better.
Right.
Just go right to the source. Oh, second baseman just over the diving glove. Another good hit from Johnny. He's taking care of the cutter extremely well. Oh, sorry, Rise. You know I only read like the last 3 texts. Swung on deep, but I believe it was a contact swing on the curveball, so it doesn't go far enough. Dies out there in the short stadium that is Lafayette, but the deep part of the stadium is center left field corner. Cutter swung on. Good eye there from Johnny. Still has a runner on first with 1 out. Curveball popped up. It's in no man's land, but it looks like the left fielder is going to be able to range over. He does put it away, Vinny Vortex. So after that leadoff hit, we see back-to-back outs, and the pitcher is up to the plate now. Swings at the 4-seam too late, pumping in at 100 miles an hour. Now a good steal. Perfectly timed and able to get there cleanly. We've seen 2 great steals from Johnny in this series, as well as some hit and runs. Johnny's really the one that's been small balling. A good dive from second, a run-saving dive at second. Almost an RBI from the pitcher.
Left fielder, number 5, Vinny Vortex.
We didn't really mention that in the first game, Miss. The fact that Johnny kind of beat Rise at his own game, the way he was able to get steals and hit and runs was the difference in the game. He kind of out-small-balled him.
Right.
We didn't see a home run from anybody. And he's throwing a lot of balls to start here in this game. Another 3-0 count to Rise as he's showing patience. Forkball up top, so it's a 4-pitch walk. And the Pirates have their leadoff man on.
Number 49, Gordon.
And they're back around to the front of their lineup. Great location on the cutter there, finds the corner. Looks like he's going back to the same pitch, but this one's more inside. Looked on again. It's a 1-2 count. Now looking at a forkball into the dirt. It's a Wild Thing pitch. Ends up in the zone and fouled off left side. This one also finds his zone, swung on and fouled away. A couple of mistake pitches, but he gets away from it. This one might be in the zone as well. Swung on 3 straight foul balls. Rise doing a good job of fighting these off. It's going to be tough to be patient, though. He is patient. It's 2-2. Looks at the changeup. Another one in the zone. 4-seam swung on deep right field. Lafayette. Oh, it doesn't help him, though. It dies out there before the warning track. A good swing from Rise and a really good at-bat at the plate to foul a couple off and wait on a good pitch to swing at.
Felt like he hammered it, but I think maybe that contact swing got him on that one, but it was still a good swing.
Yeah, the best swings we've seen are when both of these guys go to the contact approach. It's just led to a lot of line drives, which is what happens when you contact swing. A chance for a double play here. Johnny, once again, his 3rd or 4th of the set. He gets another double play there to get out of it. Does give up a hit and a couple of strong swings of the bat, but Rise still sitting with no runs. And once again, Johnny feels like he's starting off every inning with a single on a cutter. So once again, Johnny, a man on base, hammers that curveball into the top of the stadium, but foul. Johnny doing a good job here being patient. Quinn at the plate. 3-1 count as he get a pitch to hit. A great hitter at the dish. Swings on another hit and run. This time it's not going to help him a ton, but he does get to first safely. Almost executed another hit and run perfectly. And this is the RBI hero. Peebs Bodzer at the plate again. Delivered in the last game. This time, it's a double play opportunity. It's on to second, on to first. The cannon arm at second base gets him at first in plenty of time. So a double play, not what you need there if you're the Action Heights Archers. And Bodzer actually hit into a double play with the bases loaded, no outs in the last game. So as much as he did deliver once, he's made detrimental decisions at the plate and his other opportunities, and now a strikeout as Rise is able to get out of the jam after a couple of runners get on early. He gets the double play he needs and keeps it at zeros. We're into the top of the 4th here in our second game of AAA Match of the Week. So far, both of these guys have played really close, which is all you can ask for. We're seeing much better plate discipline from both of these guys here in the second game. This is a Wild Thing pitch. That one hits before it even reaches the plate. Low fastball. Can he hang on? And he does. Works himself into a full count after starting off 0-2. This cutter is a good pitch to throw right now. Perfect location. Can he hang on? Ooh, it's a good swing, but on the ground to short and put away cleanly. That was another good at-bat from Rise to work himself back into that full count. He looks like he's pretty comfortable at the dish right now. I think we're going to see some runs out of Rise sooner rather than later. Fouls the cutter away, back behind the backstop. Yeah, Rise is really doing a good job of letting these pitches go low, really catching on to Johnny's pitching tactics, but once again, another one hit into the dirt. That's been kind of the story of the set so far for Rise. He's had a lot of hits into the ground. Not a lot of elevated balls, but he does have a good hitter at the plate here with contact versus righties engaged. A perfect pitch on the corner here from Johnny and swung on late.
It's interesting. We've got no score here, Uni. I just wonder the way these pitchers are starting to get warmed up and the way these batters are hitting into outs. Like, I wonder if this could be one of those zeros through the 12th. I know.
Don't tell me we're going 20.
I don't know if we're going that long, but I'm just thinking at least late in regular could still be zeros into the 9th or so.
Yeah, no doubt. These guys showing better plate discipline, but they're really hitting everything right at fielders.
Right.
Johnny feels like he's got enough good swings that you would expect at least a solo shot to come out at some point. Especially with all the velocity on the mound, makes it harder to hammer. When he hammers another one, but it's a curveball. Gordon Fruitwell, the well-known name of the Pirates out there in center field, able to put it away. Cap still dealing on the mound. Another well swung on ball, but it's also dead out there in center field as Fruitwell is having himself plenty of free outs out there. Cap's finally losing some of that velocity, up around 45 pitches now, 45th pitch on the way. Man, Johnny is hammering these curveballs. I'm surprised that Rise keeps throwing them. Now it goes with the velocity, but the cutter has also been an issue. Cutter and curveball, Johnny has really had timed up well. Does not seem like the Pirates have caught on to that on the mound. We haven't seen a ton of forcing, even though he's got all that velo to work with. And now RBI Hero, or I'm sorry, first pitch Slayer. He does swing at the first pitch. It's through. We get a chance for a run here as he rounds. Fruitwell is going to throw it into second. We see the first run of the game missed. You're finally wrong for once. We see a run instantly after you talk about going deep into this game. Johnny, a good swing on it.
Yeah, I was smelling a lot of zeros, but I'm glad I was wrong.
And another good steal. We've seen 3 successful steals from the Action Heights Archers in this series. He's been timing them up well. Pitcher at the dish, swings on one late for the third out. But he does manufacture a run, and the way this game's going, it seems like that run might be all he needs. But he has to pitch well. Leaves a cutter over the zone, but once again hit into the dirt by the Pirates. Johnny looks quite comfortable at the plate on his side, and really Rise looks pretty comfortable. He's just on top of a lot of these balls. Cutter's going to be well into the zone. Another one hit straight into the dirt. The second baseman and shortstop. Seems like they have magnets on their gloves. Rise is hitting everything right at him. Wild Thing turns into a pitch right down the middle, but Jerry Capps, the starting pitcher at the dish, looks on it. Now sees a forkball. This one's up. Second baseman just passed him, so the pitcher does get a hit. It's going to help his mojo. A chance to be locked in now as Jerry Capps, which would be huge with all that velocity on the mound. Not locked in yet, though, after giving up that run. And a pitcher steal, and he goes for the sprinter-bunter combo, but not able to get it fair. We'll see if he goes for it again. This time he just swings on it, and it's up through the center. Good job handling that cutter inside on the hands, as now he's got 2 runners on with 2 outs. We'll see if Johnny once again can get out of a jam. It's a good batter in Gordon Fruitwell at the plate, who's had a busy day out in center field. An opportunity to deliver for his team here with the pressure bars at 3 and clutch engaged. Nichols on the mound locked in, trying to get out of another jam in this set. Oh, he baits him into that cutter. Tough pitch to hang on, and it's turned into an out. 2 runners left stranded. 0 runs on the board. And we're into the bottom of the 5th as Johnny steps back up to the plate. His first pitch swinging cutter. Back-to-back swings on cutters. That one was hittable, but popped up to the center fielder, Fruitwell, yet again. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Does he give him the 3-pitch inning? Decides to lay off. Hammers a curveball yet again, but none of these curves have gotten far enough. It's only a 4 or 5 pitch inning right there, and that's what Rise needs as he gets himself back up to the plate, down a run here in the top of the 6th. Still trying to show some life. It was about this time in the last game where Rise started to manufacture some runs and get a lot of runners on base. We'll see if he can repeat that. Watches a cutter inside there. 1-1 count.
Ball that's inside.
Curveball low, 3-1 count, good hitter count. This is about the time that Rise really started to control the zone a lot better at the dish. A good at-bat there as he shows his patience pays off. Hit up through center, and he has a leadoff runner on. He's got a good batter at the plate in Sweaty Betty. Oh, swung on the 4-seam late. That was meaty. Decent speed at first. We haven't seen any steals out of Rise in this game. He did get caught stealing twice in the last one. A great forkball in there. It's a 1-2 count now. Good eye, 2-2 on the changeup. Another forkball going for that same spot. This one just inside, but he did swing on it. Not a double play ball, though, as it stays in the air. Runners back to first safely.
Number 58, Bubba Blastman.
Blastman at the plate. The 4-hole hitter has 10 RBIs on the year, but a pretty mediocre average. Perfect curveball in there. It's an 0-2 count. Tough out is engaged. Tough pitch to hang on to, and he's got it at first. Oh, the noodle arm, but he still gets it back in time. Wow.
Wasn't pretty.
So his right side of the infield has noodle arm and we've seen a cannon arm over there. An error at second base as Kitty Kaufman dives and is not able to get it. So the Action Heights Archers start off with a single. And they've got Distractor at first. Oh, a chance for a double play here. This time Kitty's able to corral it onto second, not in time to first. A good job there at second base to make up for the drop on the last play. Good speed at first, though, and a chance to do damage here if you're Thomas Twin at the plate. Caps is locked in on the mound now as velo about where it started. And he uses it there. Good pitch on the edge. And there's a steal. Can he get back to first in time? Goes for the diddle. Oh, it's a drop. Does he get there safely? No. Interesting action going on in the infield in this inning, but it returns 0 runs for the Action Heights Archers.
It would have been a lot more interesting if that first baseman would have engaged his noodle arm at the tail end of that.
Right. Yeah, what is that? It's a random trigger?
I'm not sure. I think it's random if you don't get 100% throw or something like that.
Yeah, I think if you have a 99 throw, it's guaranteed you don't have it.
Right.
With the tier 2 trait, it's probably what, like 20%. If you don't.
Right.
He did get a noodle arm right there. It didn't matter, but regardless, we've got a runner on first and Daddy Mac at the plate. Cutter's hittable. Swung on. Fouled away, 0-2 count, looking for that fork ball. This is well located. Can he hang on? No, he just bloops it. So Rise, a great hit. And now he's got momentum on his side. The cannon arm on to third into the cutoff. And that was the right play to keep the runner at first. But runners are on the corners. And in a game that's 0-1, he brings in Andrew Valentine, the rally stopper, who was able to get out of a monumental jam in the last one. He's going to have to here to try to hold the lead. Runners on the corners, no outs. It's a 1-0 ball game in the top of the 7th. This is what you pay all that money for. Your reliever has to get out of these situations. Really tough task on the mound, though. Screwball swung on. Does he go home? Goes to first. Good job running the runner back to third there and still getting out at first.
Number 16.
Yeah, that was pretty clever. If he goes to second, I think the runner comes home, and I don't think he turns the 2 there. So that probably couldn't have been played any.
And this time misplays it as he decides too late to go home. I think he was hoping that he would turn back to third again, but he didn't. And all runners are safe, and a run comes across the board. The Pirates have tied this game up, and they've got a chance to do more. Only 1 out with runners on the corners. Valentine trying to get out of this, but his infield is not helping him out. Ooh, red reticle just off the zone. 2-1 count now, going for that high 4-seam again, but another red reticle. Screwball's going to be tough to lay off here. We'll see where he locates it. It's inside. It is swung on. Can he get the double play? No, it's too slow, so he's going to have to give up another run at home and Rise. That small ball that you talked about missed. It's unconventional the way he's done it, but he's worked 2 this inning off of some small ball action. Nothing has reached the outfield yet 2 runs have came in. That's true small ball. And that one gloved by the right fielder, but 2 runs do come across on just a litany of events that were unfortunate in some situations for the Action Heights Archers, but now at the plate, they still have plenty of time to get a run back. Down 1 now for the first time in this match of the week. They find themselves trailing. Jerry Caps on the mound still dealing with 99 velo. It's causing some fits for Johnny at the dish. It's Kitty Quinto yet again, who's had a good series. First pitch Slayer keeps baiting him into these swings, though, and it's a easy play at second base onto first. Do you pull Andrew Valentine here? I almost keep him. 2 outs, no one on. He decides to sub him, though. It's Troy Lamb we saw coming in the last game. Looks at one low there, up near 70 pitches now for Jerry Caps. This one swung on well, but put away by the shortstop over to first. So 3 up, 3 down. And we're going to see a new reliever come in for the Archers. Into our final 2 innings here on Match of the Week. Johnny was able to get a very much needed victory in the first game. Rise trying to get a split here on Match of the Week and practically stomp in Johnny's playoff hopes. Swings at first pitch inside. It's slow though. Can he get to first? Ooh, out by just a step.
The third baseman, number 69.
Good location on the 4-seam here. Just high though. Great eye from Sweaty Betty, who has clutch engaged with great stats. Another good pitch there, 1-1. Ooh. Johnny all of a sudden locating. Another great location here on the cutter. Swung on the ground yet again to the second baseman's feet. And put away.
The first baseman, number 58.
We haven't seen a home run yet in this game. I mean, a solo shot even would be huge, and he did put a good rope on that one, but popped up too high on the curveball down low. So 3 up, 3 down, and we're into the bottom of the 8th. Johnny has 6 outs to play with. Pressure bars are going to be up for the rest of this game as he looks to climb back in this one. We're seeing less patience now from the Archers at the plate after they found themselves down.
Right.
We really were seeing some good patience out of Johnny for a vast majority of this game, but it's hard to do that now when you're down and you're facing a starting pitcher like Jerry Caps. This one swung on well. Good cutter swing. Seen quite a few hits on the cutter from Johnny in this game. Has been handling it well, and now at the plate is going to be Bozzer. No RBI hero engaged. We'll see if we see a steal at first. 3 for 3 successful steals so far from Johnny. We've also seen quite a few hit and runs. I won't be surprised if he plays aggressively here. This one's going to pop up. Is it going to be fair?
Boy.
It's going to fall down in no man's land. It's going to turn into a fair ball, and runners are at the corners, and now the Archers have a great opportunity to tie this game and possibly do more than that. Bubba Masters at the plate. Cap still in on the mound. He has the favorable handed matchup at the plate as well. Can Masters deliver? Swings on it. It's going to get over. It's going to score the run. This game's going to be tied. What a game here we have in our second game of AAA Match of the Week. It's tied up in the bottom of the 8th, and we see the Marlboro man, the closer. And we see a pinch hitter here. It's Ryan Mars. So much velo, so much everything with this rally stopper. Marlboro man, a tough bit. Oh, another blue. RNG is helping the Archers. They round towards home. They're going to turn back.
Ooh.
Interesting. He didn't risk it, and so now the bases are loaded for Thomas Twin. He desperately needs a hit. This one's over to second, and Rise, can he get the double play? It's on to first. He does.
Good pitch. He knew he's probably swinging at anything there, and he got burned again.
That's that veteran savviness. He knows it's too hard to lay off the cutter in that situation. He gets the double play he absolutely needed, and now we're in the 9th inning in a tie game. Wish might come true for Mystery Man. We might see 25 innings, but it might be 2-2 rather than 0-0. Curveball swung on and put away. The Pirates trying to get a run on the board in the 9th inning here. Reducing the reliever Sean Kwan come in for the Archers. One swing can completely change this game. We have yet to see a home run in the set. This one was a hittable pitch to Senyard, but you can tell he just misreticled it. Put away cleanly in right field. Norton Pickle up now, the shortstop. This one popped up. It looks like it's going to be a 3 up, 3 down inning, as now the Action High Archers have a chance to get the very much needed sweep. They just need one run as we're into the bottom of the 9th. Marlboro man on the mound trying to get this thing into extra innings. Oh, right down the middle, looked on. Miles McDonough waiting for that tough out. Now it's engaged. Swings on it. Tough pitch to do anything with. A perfectly located 4-seam inside. Swung on deep center field. Another great pitch, though. Rise making good pitches on the corners here. We're going to see another sub. The reliever's locked in. He's not worried about extra innings. He brings in Drew Lowe. Trying to end it all. Oh, that was the pitch to do it. Oh, man. Mistake not taking advantage of it. We're going to see extras on Match of the Week here tonight.
It's really interesting to pull that pitcher there with 2 down and nobody on, but he did almost get a hold of one.
Yeah, reliever was locked in as well. But we see James Bullseye in now, the closer. Very similar closer to what we have on the other side, but accuracy much lower for Bullseye, which is a little bit ironic that his name is Bullseye and has practically no accuracy. But it doesn't matter. The changeup, the velocity switch up gets him swinging. There's the first out here in the top of the 9th. Vinny Vortex steps up to the plate, shaking his booty, getting ready to put a hammer into something. What is he doing? He's twerking at the dish. You know twerking, Mist? Are you familiar with twerking?
I've heard of it.
You've seen a little bit of it, I'm sure. Maybe you've seen a little bit of it. I know what they do out there in Cali.
No comment.
No comment. We'll talk baseball. The twerk did not help him out as he was bunting with 2 strikes and popped it up. Has Mist ever twerked? The chat is wondering. I'm willing to bet money Mist has. With a few margaritas in hand, you know Mist can shake it.
I don't think that's my move, though. You know, that's the only thing.
More of a salt shaker guy.
Yeah.
Curveball's going to be well located down, hit well, but a great pitch. Able to get the fly out, and once again, here we go. Johnny, another chance to get a sweep, locked in on the mountain. 2 pick. Oh, it's hit well, deep center field. Another one left over the heart of the plate, but the contact swing does not result in enough power. Marlboro Man, 9 pitches, and he's been able to get, I think, 5 or 6 outs now. Which is honestly just absolutely madness. The fact that you can get 5 or 6 outs on 9 or 10 pitches.
Yeah, just to circle back to the important stuff, Uni, I'll have you know that it's difficult to twerk with a Hank Hill butt.
You need a little action back there, need a little wagon. I feel that. I think most of us feel that. So he walks a good batter. That's a great decision. Is now Daddy Jackson. Marlboro Man's stats with rally stopper now. Holy crap. How do you hit this?
Oh, boy.
Anything into the gap can win this game. It's into a gap. It's dove on. Pickle just saved the game with that dive. Holds the runner at third. And now bases loaded. Marlboro Man. Sig in his mouth. Trying to get out of this. Takes a puff. Comes to the dish. And it's a ball, 2-0. Swung on, it's up through center. It's what's going on? No, not right now.
What?
Not right now.
Probably struck him out.
There's air turbines in Lafayette Corner. The whole stadium, everyone watching, trying to figure out what's happening. Imagine how epic it would be if it turns around, it's a grand slam. No, it's a ball 3. The reticle is in the dirt. It's not even in the right plane anymore. It went horizontal. And oh my gosh, we're seeing some real twerking here at the plate.
I told you the
overdrive.
I told you the twerking was what's important here. The metalhead seems to agree.
A walk here ends the game. He swings on it though. Oh, if I was Johnny there, I'd wait to see if I can get walked. He swings in a 3-0 count and what would have ended the game on a walk. That did find the zone. But it's a pop-up, and we've got another inning of twerking on the show tonight. Rise, another chance at the plate.
You can't swing at that pitch no matter where it is, Uni. You have to at least take one.
Yeah, no doubt. 3-0 count, I mean, when a walk wins the game, that's one of those things. If this game turns into a loss, you've got to point back at that moment. Johnny says he forgot it was 3-0, the most monumental time of the game, the most monumental time of his season on Match of the Week. He forgot the count.
That's good, though. You're not supposed to pay attention to the count, Johnny. You did the right thing. Concentrate on the ball.
3-0 count now to Rise as he did get a leadoff single. Now what? Oh, I'm sorry. Now it's a 3-0 count. I forgot to count. My bad. We did see what happened, Johnny. That is tough. Good pitch here from Bullseye on the mound, who's up towards 20 pitches now. Clutch is absolutely carrying Bullseye. He's able to locate well again. It's a full count to Rise at the dish. Great hitter at the plate. Changeup right down the middle, swung on foul. Off-speed hitter, and he chooses to go curveball. A little bit of a lag and a great pitch. Oh, Lafayette is short, but everything is just dying before the warning track missed.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 58.
Yeah, this is a crazy game now. Johnny already won the game on a phantom pitch, but the real pitch, unfortunately, was ball 3. And now we carry on.
Bullseye absolutely getting carried by his clutch trait right now. Can he get out of this inning? We saw that early pull of the relievers, so you kind of need Bullseye to get out of this. The way this game's going, this thing could go deep. Weak curveball and looked on 0-2 count now to Hope Driver, the pinch hitter. Surprised we've seen no steal. We're seeing no aggression as we get into these late innings. And it turns into a double play as Bubba Masters is able to glove it and give it over to Joey Jr. And once again, Action Height Archers, for the 3rd time this game, they get a chance to have a walk-off. Marlboro Man still on the mound. Up towards 20 pitches himself. Both closers going outside of their role and really ramping up their pitch counts in this game, and it's been necessary. Cutter swung on way inside. Slider. Johnny seems like he's going to swing at anything, and he does. This slider finds his own, though. Well struck, but another one that's short of the warning track. Lafayette, for being such a short stadium, has held everything in tonight. Oh, and that's a bad swing on a cutter inside. We've seen Kitty Quinto quite a few times in this series swing first pitch. I think that first pitch slayer is really baiting Johnny into some bad swings. Personally, that's why I don't use first pitch slayer, because then I swing at the first pitch 90% of the time. We do see a pinch hitter and a DeMarco. Not the only DeMarco. I'm pretty sure Teflon's got a DeMarco on his team. League-wide DeMarco problem across AAA and XBL. Grounds into third base there now. We're into the 12th inning. And we see a new reliever. It's Ricky Batista, who has durable, and he has low velo, low jump, low accuracy, all around just not a great pitcher. But with swings like that, you don't need him to be great. A 3-pitch arsenal, including 4-seam, cutter, and changeup. Goes for the cutter. This one's in there at the top of the zone. And Daddy Mack at the plate with double traits engaged. A great hitter here to try to get one over the wall. Finds himself in a hitter's count. 2-0. Can Daddy Mack deliver? Watch his 3-0 count now. How aggressive is Bautista on the mound? He gives him right down the middle. Swung on deep left field. Hello, Daddy. It's deep and it's out of here.
You can almost see it coming, Uni. You could almost see it coming, and Mac goes off. That's one of Rise's big bats, and he comes through there.
We finally see a break in the tie. It's Daddy Mack. Daddy delivers to deep left field. It's 3-2 now. That's one of those 3-0 counts where you can swing. When you have your best batter at the plate and you get one over the heart. Awesome job by Rise to take advantage of the weak pitch. And now we've got 2 outs in the bottom of the 12th. This one should be put away at short. It is, but Johnny still has life. The best batters in his lineup are stepping up to the plate. Marlboro Man still on the mound, locked in. We see first pitch swing on the slider. Can Johnny get one or more runs? It's Johnny Quinn at the dish. Look at this guy's stats. Oh, my. Oh, it's 0-2 count. He's got 100 across the board. And he swings and strikes out of the changeup low. Johnny, no.
no.
Can Bogner do it? Has enough stats of his own. That was deep right there.
Uh-oh.
It's gone, and it's tied up in the 12. Johnny matches Rise. What a game we had here on Match of the Week.
Wow, what a job by Bozzer. Yanked that one right over the left field, probably into the 6th or 7th row. Still has a chance to pile on more here as the Marlito's coming out.
Yeah, Marlboro Man comes out. It's long bottom end. This one swung on up the middle, but I'm sure Johnny's going to live with that. He's already sent one over the wall. We see back-to-back solo shots from each team after we saw no home runs in the set. Huge clutch hitting from both sides. And we're into the 13th inning, boys. There's no bedtime tonight. It's baseball. Pressure bar is at 3 all of a sudden. Somehow we lost pressure after those moments.
Here's the bunter, though.
Sprinter bunter, you're right. 3-1 count now. This one's way inside. It's looked on the leadoff walk, not what you want to do in extra innings, as we've got great speed on first base. Or I guess it's decent speed, not great. We'll see if we see a steal. I've yet to see a steal in this game from Rise. He's getting scared straight after that first game where he was thrown out twice.
Right.
Signature low middle. This time it turns into another chance for a double play. Can he get it on to first in time? He beats it by a step.
Now batting, the second baseman, number
Kenny
20,
Kaufman up, who has 2 singles and her 6th at-bat of the game. 0 accuracy on the mound. Still finds his zone. Bautista working with 0 accuracy for this whole at-bat. Locates it well again. What a pitch from Bautista. It's 0-2. Oh, God.
Oh.
Jeez. That one could not have been more middle. That was one of those signature one-boy middle pitches that just throw you off because it's so bad. Still able to get a hit out of it, though, and now look who's at the plate. It's Sweaty Betty. Can she deliver in the 13th inning? This one into the zone, looked on. Still low accuracy, distractor on second. Still locating, though.
You can't meatball it here, though.
Johnny in a huge spot on the mound with Bautista. Betty at the plate in a huge spot herself. Swings on one, fouls it away. It's a 1-2 count. This one's into no man's land. It's almost to the backstop. It's a 2-2 count. Cutter, this could be dangerous. This is where the home run came in. This one's hit. And it's over. Does he go for home? He doesn't. The cannon arm. Oh, I'm sorry. He subbed that center fielder out. That's worth noting. We've got no cannon arm now in center field for Johnny.
number 32, Hope Driver.
Good job by Rise. That was a tough front door cutter, and he got the single. Now he's got bases loaded.
It was a great job by Rise. It was a good pitch on the corner from Johnny, but a better hit from Rise. And this one's, drops it. That's tough if you're the Archers. Could have got him out at home, but it doesn't happen after the drop, and so a run comes across. Runners are on second and third now. It's 4-3 in the 13th. Red Reticle finds the zone. Good changeup, swung on, it's through the gap. Oh no, and now that drop from the pitcher hurts even more as another run comes across. We finally have a little bit of breathing room here for the Pirates. It's 5-3, and there's no more pitchers to go to on the mound for the Archers. That early sub now finally about 6 innings later coming into play. 2-1 count. Daddy Mac, it's him. Oh, Daddy does it again! Over to left field, another run comes in. Oh, Daddy Mac showing who's the boss. He's got 2 clutch hits in this game, and the lead is up to 3. Yes, Daddy, as Cogfine says, only a little bit sus. We'll take it in this game. Daddy Mac has absolutely delivered for the Pirates. Hey, you know all about Daddy. We've got so many people in the chat for this game tonight, and what's been an awesome game. And this one gets by the catcher as runners move up to second and third. With 2 outs, another chance to add runs on the board. Norton Pickle watches this one, 2-2 count. Bautista desperately trying to get out of this. Cutter inside, looked on, full count now. Backdoor cutter finds its way into the zone. Swung on another one up the middle. This one might score 2. Now there's no cannon arm out there in center field, and it hurts him as the run comes across. The subs are really hurting Johnny right now. Stuck with this pitcher and has no cannon arm in center field. And the lead like that, missed, is up to 5. This thing is blown open here in the 13th. Tough to see Johnny come back from this now, but who knows the way this game has gone. They've been answering back and forth. I don't want to rule anything out. This one in there and struck out, but not without 5 runs coming across. 2 by way of Daddy Mac. And now Johnny has to do something incredible here with Longbottom on the mound, the reliever with good velo. Swung on down the third baseman line, dove on from Sweaty Betty. Does he have the speed to get there? He does get there safely. Every out, huge. It's the back end of this lineup that's going to have to deliver here in the bottom of the 13th. Ooh, that was a good pitch to swing on fastball hitter, but he fouls it off. Oh, that not a good pitch to swing on. Does he go to 2? He does. Can he get it back to first in time? He does it. Safe by a step yet again. McDonough at the dish, trying to keep his team's hopes alive. We do see another steal and another well-played hit and run. Man, Johnny with 3 hit and runs in this set that have absolutely been to perfection. You love to see it. Kitty at the dish. Can she stay away from first pitch play? She doesn't need to. She hammered the right field, and it's gone out here in Lafayette's too shallow. It's a 3-run home run, and hang on, folks. This is interesting. It's 8-6 now in the bottom of the 13th.
1 down.
Can he get 2 more?
Oh, no pinch hitter.
He must not know that you can sub in a position player to pitch. Or maybe he's just deciding not to.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know.
Can Bautista somehow deliver with 0-0? Yeah, tough to swing with a pitcher like that, but he still has 1 out to work with.
Yeah, I guess he decided to leave him in there.
Needs 2 runs. This one, can the pitcher drop it? No, he gloves it. But what a game from both sides. We see an absolutely electric 13-inning. I mean, that was amazing baseball in extra innings, and a great job from Johnny to actually put that thing back in range of winning. But Rise exploded in the 13th to steal the split.
Yeah, so I'm impressed. Some good clutch hitting from both players, especially in game 2. They really hit pretty well. I wouldn't say the pitching was great, but there was also some clutch hits on tough pitches. Especially Rise was hitting some of those cutters that were absolutely on the black for hits, and then Johnny came up with some monster swings at times as well.
Yeah, both guys really had super clutch hitting at different times in that game. I mean, the fact that it was in the 13th and then they decided to put up 5 and 3 each after a lot of zeros on the board. We saw, in extras, the solo shot get matched by a solo shot. We almost saw Johnny match 5 runs. I mean, that could not have been a better game on Match of the Week. Both games were close. I believe they were both 2-run games. One of them ended in regulation, and one of them obviously went to extra innings. But, I mean, we saw every aspect of the game. We saw some hit and runs. We saw some steals. The only thing we didn't see in that set was we didn't see any dives in the outfield, no robberies or anything. We actually saw Lafayette keep quite a few balls in the grass, but when that game got late and the relievers started coming in, we saw some stellar hitting there, and that might be the best Match of the Week set of the season.
It was definitely a fun one, and to be honest, the 2 games combined this year, it was kind of what we expected. We weren't sure if it'd be low or high. I would call game 1 low. Game 2 ended up being relatively high scoring there, even though it was extra innings. But the back and forth is really what we were looking forward to, and we got it.
Yeah, we definitely got it. I mean, it's a shame we had to wait 2 weeks to get this on the docket, but wow, it was worth the wait. What a game. It even had a little bit of lag in there for us to deal with. The fact that there was some lag in such huge moments where we thought it could have been a walk-off, but then it turned into a ball. And like I said, Johnny is going to be kicking himself if he gets to the end of this game and loses after he swung on that 3-0 pitch where he was a ball away from winning the game with the bases loaded. But he swings on that 3-0 after the lag threw him off a little bit. And it turns into a Rise victory as he just grinded it out and the veteran savviness overcame. And Rise now really in a great position in the playoffs, firmly into the playoff picture. Johnny, probably his season over at this point. I hope to see Johnny come back. I mean, he's in a weird spot because if you move him into the AA, you can see that he has the skill that he might absolutely dominate that league. I think maybe if he can be a little bit more patient at the plate, Johnny's somebody that can definitely improve. I mean, he's someone going into next season, if he plays, that's very much one of the players I'm looking at for a Unicorn of the Week type award. If he can just improve a little bit in terms of his runs allowed at 8 runs per game. I mean, we saw he can locate. It's more of the fact he was locating, but he was mixing in so many of those low middle pitches on purpose. I mean, you've got to take that out of your repertoire. You can't use that consistently. And I think Johnny's aware of that, or he should be aware of it after listening to this cast. I've brought it up 75 times, but regardless, it was a fun cast. And then we'll of course post what we've got coming this weekend, probably tomorrow or maybe Saturday for what we have coming on Sunday. But Mist, I'll let you get any last words before we get this long stream ended.
No, I'm just happy that both players got a chance to show out. They both got a couple of huge dingers, or they each got one huge dinger. So it turned into a fun set. They both showed up to watch their set, so they obviously had a lot of fun. I don't think people show up to watch sets that they didn't have any fun in. So I'm glad the players had fun, and I think the audience had fun. So it was a good night.
Yeah, definitely. Both players can always be happy walking away with a split no matter who you're facing on Match of the Week. As long as you get one win, you're happy on Match of the Week. You don't want to get swept. And, of course, they gave us a great game for the fans and for me and you here in the booth. It was a fun one to call. So, yeah, with that being said, I mean, thanks to Johnny, by the way, for pre-recording. That made it easy. I appreciate the players doing that. And other than that, y'all just make sure you stay tuned to the Discord. Hopefully there's no league news drop post coming. Hopefully it's show announcements only the rest of the way as we're in towards the last week or two of the season, the playoff picture really winding into form. Then we're going to wait, I think, until the playoff preview for the next roundup show and really give y'all one big show before the playoffs get underway. So y'all make sure you hang on tight for that announcement as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, tonight. Thanks for being in chat, making it interesting, giving us stuff to talk about, and we will catch y'all in the Discord. I hope you have a good night. See ya.